Hey everyone, this is Sam from Corvette Illustrations, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics. Today is day 46. For those that do not know, this challenge was started by Kevin Cross. It's basically where you spend at least a half an hour every day working on your personal comic book project for 100 days straight. This is my first go around on the 100 days. Alright, today is Thursday. It was another really long day at work. Like I said, this week has been really killer, so Uh, didn't really get much done there. Tomorrow should be a lot easier as it's Friday and they're usually one of my slower days. So I plan to at least getting SketchUp done while at work tomorrow. But today was just a really long, stressful day. Came home, spent time with the wife, but she was tired, so she went to bed early. I did get a half an hour of exercise in. Did not do it on the treadmill. I have a punching bag down in my basement. I wanted to do that, change pace, so I did that and just got out of the shower, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to ink the rest of the comic strip in my sketchbook that I started last night, and that'll be my 30 minutes for tonight. So let's get into that, and yeah.
Alright, this is a voiceover for this inking of the comic strip in my sketchbook. I decided to do on the inking this week since the inking and the penciling were split up and all not in one video. Um, so, yeah, let me give you some backstory to this so you guys can understand why this is more funny than it probably looks like. Anyways, everyone generally at their jobs has, there's like one person that works there that pretty much everyone despises and or doesn't like for various reasons. And at my job, it's a guy named Vinny. He is the safety director. I work at a transportation company, and he like teaches the classes of telling drivers how to do things safely and blah 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 blah. He also handles like accidents and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, he does that. But the reason why a lot of people don't like him is he tries to delegate everything about his job to other people, and it's even just stupid things. You know, go get this piece of paper for me when it's clearly like a foot away from him. He'll make someone else go get it for him. So yeah, there's that, and then there's also the fact that he bothers everybody about the food that he makes. He brings in food all the time and bothers everybody about it. Um, just keeps pestering them. You gotta try this. You gotta try this. You gotta try this. You gotta try this. And on the also on the opposite end, when someone else brings in food for everybody, he eats a whole bunch of it, and or he just eats people's food. People have said that he's taken stuff out of the fridge as well. But so anyway, so yeah, that's that guy at my job. So this story is about him, and so one day, probably about a month and a half ago, yeah, somewhere around there, an employee, one of our drivers, was being nice and brought a big, like, clear box of donut holes that they had. They said, "Oh, I'm not going to be eating these, and I thought you guys might enjoy them." So, I mean, this was like a box filled like 50 to like 75 donut holes. It was a really big box. So she brought them into the office, and and she brought them in for everybody, mainly the office people though, because we have like 30 to 40 drivers, and then the office staff is like 20. So it was for everybody, but it was mainly for the office people to show appreciation for what we do for them. So anyway, she brings them in, and she goes, I brought these donuts in for everyone. Well, of course, Vinny hears this or gets wind of this, and he comes running out and starts throwing donut holes in his mouth. Now, the donut holes were sitting on a desk in front of our dispatchers, who pretty much handle all the activities with all the drivers for the daily, business. So he's sitting there standing in front of the dispatchers, asking them questions and talking to them while he's eating all these donut holes. I guess to give an appearance of why he needs to be there. So he's shoving them in his mouth one by one by one by one by one, and like he's eating a lot of them, and he's just standing there, and it's just like 5 minutes go by. So the operations manager um, politely asks him, he's like, "Hey, you know, that can't be too good for you. I mean, you're diabetic and everything. You can't be eating that many." And he looks over at him and he goes, "No, it's all right. I'll just take another pill." And he continues to keep shoving his mouth. And we're all just sitting there astounded, like, diabetes doesn't work that way. But if you say so, that's. So he pretty much he ate at least half of the box just himself. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It was really funny at the time whenever we were there. Um, but yeah, that explains the story. That was him eating all the donut holes that day, and then saying he'd just take a pill just to cover his diabetes. Like that's how diabetes works. If it was that easy, then people, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But anyways, that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Uh, yep.
Alright guys, I put about a half an hour to 45 minutes in on the inking. I am done. It's not perfect, but it is finished, and I am going to bed because it's pretty late tonight, and I have work tomorrow. So, yeah, thanks for joining me for day 46. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow.